Hello and welcome to another video in the Fundamental series. If you've ever looked at an annual report and thought, where do I even start? Then you're not alone. In this video, we'll break down how to read and understand a company's annual report without getting overwhelmed or lost. An annual report tells you about a company's financial health, their initiatives, management practices, and ethical practices. Or in simple terms, it helps you understand how a company operates, performs, and where it fits within the market. Okay, so first things first, we need to get our hands on the report. And the best place to download it is from the company's official website. You can also use the third-party websites, but always prefer the official sources. For this series, we'll take Bajaj Auto's annual report, but later for practice, you're free to choose another company. If you're unsure where to start, the Screener website is a great place to find the top listed companies. When you open the report, you will notice that it's 300 to 400 pages long. That's a lot. Plus, even if you read everything, it might not stay in your brain. But here's the good news. As a fundamental analyst, not all of this information is relevant to us. We only need to focus on the MDNA section, the general shareholders information, and the financial statements. As for the other sections, I will give you a brief overview just so you know what they are about. Don't worry, I'll try to keep it as short as possible, so bear with me. The Board of Directors section talks about the top leaders of the company. Basically, information about the individuals who lead the company. Management team is about the senior management of the company, who are responsible for running the day-to-day operations. Chairman's letter talks about the company's successes, challenges, and plans for the future. Financial statements, we have two, the standalone and the consolidated financial statement. The standalone financial statement are the company's financial statements without considering its subsidiaries. So just the parent company, which is Bajaj Auto in this case. The consolidated financial statements, on the other hand, are the ones which consider the subsidiaries. Corporate governance explains about the rules, practices, and ethical guidelines the company follows. And lastly, there is the director's report, which talks about the company's accomplishments and information about the CSR, which is about the company's effort to give back to society through social or environmental projects. That's it. The brief overview is done. Now, in case you want to find a specific information about the company, you know where to find it. All of that aside, coming to the important part, the MDNA section highlights the company's performance over the past year. That is, how things went financially, what worked and what didn't, and how they plan to move forward. Now, if we look at Bajaj Auto's annual report, we can see their past sales figures, such as their net sales is there, total operating income is there, EBITDA, profit before tax, and profit after tax, which also happens to be the highest ever figures in the history of Bajaj Auto. And if we scroll down further, we can see their past performance from the financial year 2009. You can see the EBITDA and the profit. This is the profit after tax. And if we scroll down further, then we can see the individual performances in their various sectors, such as we have the pro biking segment with the KTM and Husqvarna motorcycles. We can see their exports from 2013 till 2024. Then there is their Triumph, which is their collaboration with the British motorcycle company. Then there is Urbanite, which is the remodeling of their Chetak. It's an EV version of their Chetak. And you can see its sales and its export value over here. Then we have the three-wheelers, such as the RE and the Maxima, again for the financial year 2024 from 2022. Then we have the exports for all of these vehicles combined, again from 2009. This is the R&D section, that is the research and development section. Now this refers to the components in which the team worked to remodel an existing machine, or they introduced new vehicles to the different segments. So we have N250 and F250, which is an upgrade. Then all the more upgrades we have. There's Pulsar's upgrade, NS 125, 160, 200. And these are the new models, the Triumph Speed 400 and the Scrambler 400X. And if you scroll on further, you can see the KTM Duke 390 with the new engine. Then Husqvarna is there. Then again, Chetak remodeling version of the EV version, the Urbanite, it's there. RE and Maxima Cargo, as we talked about. And if you scroll down further, you can see the internal operations of the company. Now this is kind of long, so you're free to go through it if you want to. Following this, we can also see the CSR section. Then we have the financial section, and that pretty much sums it up. Don't worry too much about the technical details now, we'll break them down anyways in the upcoming videos. Number 2, we have the general shareholders information. Now this section is primarily for the shareholders of the company. It talks about when and where the AGM will take place, how to buy or sell the company shares, and details about the dividends of the company. Now if we come to the general shareholders information, we can see everything about the 17th annual general meeting, such as when it will be conducted, where it will be conducted, and all the additional details. There's information about the e-voting, their financial calendar. Then if you scroll down, we can see the dividend information, which is 80 per equity share. And if you scroll down, you can see more details about the dividends. There are the tax deductions on your dividends. There's a dematerialization, which is how many physical stocks were converted to the demat format. There's the listing on stock exchanges for both BSE and NSE. Then there's the market price data from April 2023 to March 2024 about how the stock price was fluctuating in the market. Then the distribution, that how these shares are being distributed among the shareholders. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Again, don't spend too much time going into every single detail in this section, because ultimately our goal is to understand the company's business in the long term and not its short-term stock price fluctuations. Lastly, on number 3, we have the consolidated financial statements. We can break this down into the balance sheet, the P&L statement, and the cash flow statement. Basically, these are the number sheets which show what the company earned, spent, owns, owes, and what profit remains, all in the form of numbers. Balance sheet is a snapshot of what the company owns and owes at a specific moment. P&L tells you about how a business is doing based on its profit and losses. And cash flow statement shows where this cash is coming from and is going to. We'll discuss each one of these in details in the upcoming videos. We'll start with the P&L statement, followed by the balance sheet and the cash flow statement at the end. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to never miss out on any updates from us. And I'll see you guys next time.
Investments in securities markets are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.